back here for another episode of the F1 2017 career mode here on F1 2017. We are here, Season 7, Race 9 at Austria. And believe it or not, I actually think, despite, I'm gonna own up now, guys. Baku is a race I want to forget, especially last time out. Basically, I lost. I'm going to be honest with you, I lost complete motivation during the course of that race, and it was very unprofessional of me to just quit the race the way I did, and I do any more episodes. I kind of felt like I needed to take, a lot of time off from this game instead of thinking, oh, I need to get back to it. It's just one of them things, And so yeah, we've taken a 3-week break. We've absolutely smashed the living daylights out of Sea of Thieves. I will stream that to you at some point, guys. Just need to be good at the game. But yes, we are here at qualifying. Well, not qualifying, it's the race, isn't it? It's Austria after qualifying, and we've got probably one of the best position of the season. We're P2 in Austria, and that is probably because we've maxed out the engine development on the Red Bull. And believe it or not, it looks like it's made a difference, surprisingly. I didn't expect this. Considering how dominant the Ferraris have been, I didn't expect this. So, like I say, I'm looking forward to it. I really am, because practice, and qualifying, it all felt perfect. I'm probably a little bit more nervous in the determine where we'd be for this race. And, ideally, it's the team's home race as well. We won it last season. This season, if we're going to have any chance of a win, we've put ourselves in a really good position to do so. It's going to be difficult because we know that the Ferraris are quick. The Ferraris are quick, and there's absolutely nothing that we can do to stop them, except upgrade the car, which we're doing very slowly. Like I said, we've done the engine part. That part's done. We are now focusing on switching between the chassis and the aerodynamics for as long as we're at the team, because for all I know, guys, we could end up driving for another team after the next Grand Prix. Now that is a serious possibility, because of course we're in Season 7 now. I do ideally want to drive for every team on this game. So with the fact that that is a real possibility, we are still yet to drive, and we're 7 seasons in, for Force India, Renault, Mercedes, and Ferrari. Now, it has been a bit of a journeyman career, and I have enjoyed it.
Completes the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
We're in a very good position today. Let's
have a look. There's no rain forecast for the race, so. Ooh, interesting. Now, I remember Season 5 or whatever, I managed to do like a ultra soft, and then I did super soft. Now, I'm not sure whether to try that again. It does mean being slow, but it does mean having the tyre life to be able to actually do something. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see where we are come lap 19. And where everyone's been. I mean, of course, safety cars and whatnot can change the state of play, as we all know. Let's skip this formation lap as quick as possible, because we want to get on with the race. Still feels dead loud for some reason. Lights are counting down here in Austria. 5 lights! And away we go. It's not a bad start at all. Okay, the first part of it wasn't bad, but Ricardo's on my inside. Oh, we've touched. We're okay. But where is that Mercedes? My teammate out there, this is probably not what the Red Bull hierarchy want to see around here, but we're doing it anyway. We're battling. Right, okay, standard mix around here. Burn out the tyres too much. Come on, let's just get it together. Come on. Got 71 laps to do around here. and we're in second place, and Ricciardo is all over us. I haven't actually thought about the implications of upgrading the engine as much as we have. Well, getting the final upgrade. I mean, it definitely seems to have given Ricciardo a kick up the arse. I mean, also, we're at the team's home circuit, so that is another thing. But Raikkonen leads. We're second. We're towards the end of lap 1. Ricciardo third, Bottas fourth, and I think it's Ocon P5. Now, that ideally best exit. Yeah? Well, we're going rich. We're going to burn off this fuel because obviously, you know, we don't really need it. Don't want it to weigh down the car. So throughout the fast parts of the circuit, rich. Try and catch Raikkonen. Also, I think I'm using a brand new this weekend actually, so that could be another reason why we're feeling competitive. Everyone could be saving their units for the other races, so it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Back down into standard now, especially through this part of the circuit. We want to look after the tyres as much as possible. Like I said, we're not. The problem with me is I'm very aggressive on my tyres, always have been, always will be. So you can, like, I don't know, just play fuel settings a little bit. Just gives a little bit of extra boost to the ultimate car. Yeah, that was a bit of a like had to hang on there. We've got a little bit of 1 minute 9.3 up that Kimi Raikkonen. Actually, that's a point. Where was Vettel? Oh, he was third, weren't he? Oh, that's a point. Wow, at the start of the race, because I fully expected him to be with us, and for whatever reason, he wasn't. So something's happened to Sebastian Vettel that I completely missed because we were more focused on Ricciardo being up our inside into turn 1. Thank you, Danny Rick. At the minute, we're slowly closing in on Kimi Raikkonen. We just need to make sure we don't make any big mistakes. You know, we don't want to bopping like that. On occasion, I actually thought when we collided with that I was gonna. We didn't. This. Oh God, we absolutely ran over the first corner there. That's for anyone who looks out for that sort of stuff. Turned in far too early. Catch up with Raikkonen. Have a quick look at the chat, guys. Want to see what that says? That says Rockabilly is now hosting you. Thank you, Rockabilly. You're an absolute legend. Oh, come on. We're doing all right. Raikkonen's there. He's getting closer. We're definitely quicker than him throughout the first part of the track. I think round here I'm probably a bit too cautious. Too worried about like drifting off the circuit or anything like that. Still purple though, so we're not doing too bad. We just need to hold it together around these couple of corners. You know, don't make a mistake like that where Raikkonen can gain an advantage. Although we are getting closer and closer. Are we within DRS? No, we're not. Is this a new fastest lap? Yes, it is. 19.2. Ricciardo still there. Like I said, we've got a nice. Actually, there's quite a gap actually between the top 3 and the rest. So obviously, there's been a bit of battling going on down there, and we are going to get DRS on Kimi Raikkonen. First DRS we've had in this race, and it's going to allow us to close up onto Kimi Raikkonen a fraction as we knock it back down to standard once again. Yes, we're pushing the engine and the tyres to the max around here, but this is our home Grand Prix circuit. We have not been this high all season from the start of the race. Maybe China, but like I say, it's been a difficult season actually trying to defend this championship, and yeah, I would actually like it if we could actually put up a bit more of a fight whilst we're still in a car that can do that. So these little upgrades that we can do to the car will certainly help. I mean, the engine upgrades certainly seems to have worked a treat. We're in rich mix now, and there we go as we chase after Raikkonen once again. The gap is 0.8 of a second. We can do this. We can do this. I don't know if he's just looking after his car at the minute. He's definitely not getting away from us. I refuse to let him go. Lap 19 is our pit stop. You know what, guys? I think I might go for that odd little strategy about doing super soft, because it does mean we'll have a nice set of first come the final of the race. I think that's what I'm going to do. Strategy and what it's past it. And that is something I did once, and it will again. Now this is hasn't the best end to the lap. For the first time, we're actually a couple of attempts down on the actual lap. So just need to be careful as we wide there, coming out of turn 1. Look at that, we're gaming Kimi so we close enough to make a move. I'm not good. Had a look and he wasn't there. Got an amazing run on Kimi now. Down. He's locked up, Kimi's locked up, we take the lead of the Austrian Grand Prix, move there on Kimi Räikkönen, and we lead. Lap 7 out of 71. How long can we hold this lead for? That is everyone's question now as we bounce over the curb there. I was going to say, we didn't lead for that long, did we? That is the worst corners to do that on bounce up in the, especially as this here as well. So probably lost some in the car. Over me for a look. That has brought Ricardo into, so you could say in hindsight for 6 maybe. No, it was bottle. I threw it away. It was too hard there. Get too excited that I could for the leader. Is Ferrari in the back of us? Come on, stay focused now. Hey, FIFA Norway, mate. How you doing? Or should I call you the crazy Norwegian now? I know. Right, where us are both streaming our separate F1 club. It's really good now, you got to decide who you want to watch. Okay, so we're doing alright at the minute. A little bit leave it like there. Pressure now, guys. We need to maintain this. So we hit the brakes nicely. Yep, very nice. We've got 1.1 second gap. Kimi is outside. Oh my god, Ricardo's actually right behind Kimi, so maybe Kimi's tyres are going. I think he's used. Interesting. Ricardo's in P2. It's a Red Bull 1-2 at the Red Bull ring. I think it was a Red Bull 1-2 here last season with me winning and Ricardo second. So we are definitely... Oh dear. God. Almost threw it away there. Got 10 laps to go on this stint. I've missed you too. No one was inviting me, you know, to this race for a bit. Let's do it, and that's exactly what we're doing tonight. Bringing you this Austrian Grand Prix. To be honest, like I say, if things keep going the way they do, then it could be a regular feature once again, especially with the new F1 season underway. It kind of brings back that motivation to do races, even though we're racing in last year's cars. But to be honest, last year's cars look a lot better anyway, so of course this is what you really want to see. You don't want to see any of that halo tripe, do you? You want to see gorgeous cars running flat out on us without ridiculous halo in there. You know, Jolly and Palmer driving for Renault. No, we'll see that again. I'll tell you what, Ricardo is not letting me go, and I'm liking this. The gap is 1.4 seconds. So he's refusing to let me go. We are 2.5 ahead. Still don't know though who that car is behind Kimi. I think it's Vettel. I think it's Vettel on a bit of a recovery drive. It could be Bottas. It could be Hamilton. Alright, knock it back down the standard once again. The circuit where you part of the circuit where you take the most out of your tyres. Like I said, I will fight Ricciardo as hard as I can, but like I say, it's our team's home Grand Prix circuit, so we've already touched once, already forced him out wide at turn 2. Technically it's turn 3 now, but I still call it turn 2. Okay, so 60th Grand Prix. How far off the second, so not too bad. The gap is 1.5 again, so we're lapping at roughly the same pace. Obviously doing that is not going to help. Still can't believe how that we're both ahead of Raikkonen. Just fell towards us. Now I won't be surprised if Raikkonen goes on an early stop. I mean, we're trying to do a 2-stop. Well, I think Raikkonen might do a 3 or 4. Still a long way to go in this race. Anything can happen. Safety cars can change the outcome of this race as well, of course. We know that the Red Bulls tend to be very unreliable. Well, one of them will be. What do you know, I say that and I end up crashing out. Oh god, it's me. Okay, so we've pulled away 3/10 of a second on that lap. It was a good lap from us there. So we're doing what we need to do, pulling away from Raikkonen as well. So again, what we need to do, we are showing that we've, you know, we're strong, we're friends. Now I think I have an upgrade after this race, and hopefully it will for the next race. Interesting to see again how the car performs, especially a circuit like British motor racing, with F.I.A doing. It's a bit of a hit and miss one, that. So if I do well, I do really. I have over recent seeded with maggots, so that if I can't do it, then obviously I'll have to come up with a contingency. I want to give you, and if I'm not able to, then it's not fair. Right, so Rich Mix. That's a bad lap from us there. Gap's 1.6. We pulled it back up. It's like that time as we cut the first corner there. You can hear them lawnmower sounds. They're not too bad. Gap's 2.1. Kimi's 6.1 behind, so we're doing alright. We're doing alright. Actually liking this, we're build up a proper gap on Ricciardo. The gap was almost 2 seconds. It can happen. This in standard, I want on my pace compared to Ricciardo. Not bad at all. Ocon's third. So the Force India has caught up with Raikkonen and he's passed him. Raikkonen got a problem developing in that Ferrari because he's dropping back. The Ferraris haven't normally been like this. They've normally been so supreme. I mean, they've had the odd failure here and there. Get back into Rich Mix. I'll look at the tyre wears actually next. Make it then. When you think about, I mean, I honestly feel like we could actually go further than lap 9. Vettel's now P2 has now announced himself on pitted. Okay, so cars have pitted now. Pit stops are coming into place. Not run than lap 19. Take it nice and easy. No need to panic. So we're still pulling away from Ricciardo, which is important. Thanks again.
We're up under. You'll be on the
Window in a couple of laps. Of lap 19. Has Ricciardo pitted? No, he hasn't. Has Vettel? No. So some yet to pit. Glad that me and Ricciardo seem to be on. Although it's more than likely Ricciardo is going to be on. He's going to have a much quicker car, so he'll be going on to another set of ultra softs. I won't be. Like I said, to be fair, if Ricciardo comes up to as hard, you're wrong. I'm not just going to say, oh, here you go, multi 31. There we go. So we've got to put in qualify on one ultra. So we're doing alright, we're not doing a bad job. Gap's freaks off from Ricciardo, so I'm still pulling away. I haven't even noticed that. 8.3 to Vettel, so Ricciardo's 5 seconds in front of Vettel. Although Vettel in clear air will certainly catch in no time, surely. We're not pitting this lap, so if I was Red Bull, I would bring in Ricciardo now. Would bring in Ricciardo now. Oh, there's our first warning. And they haven't brought him in. So hoping they would. 3.2, he's actually gained us, but don't worry, we're pitting at the end of this lap, and Marcus, well, there's a Sauber dead ahead. So that'll be interesting. Oh, it is Marcus Ericsson, never. A team that we started our career at on this game. Spent 2 seasons there, got a 1 podium there at the Canadian Grand Prix in season 2. We just ran across there a little bit too much, but we're pitting this lap anyway, so. Remember where the pit stop was? Very nervous when it comes to stuff like that. Oh, thank you very much, mate. I really appreciate it.
Exit now.
2.5, probably not the best stops that they could have done. Right, Massa is the next car coming down the straight, so we've done alright. Raikkonen does a new fastest lap, it's a 1 minute 9.1, and we've got a nice healthy gap over Raikkonen, so great stop from the Red Bull boys. So Hamilton's yet to pit, Vettel's yet to Perez, and our teammate's yet to pit. Back end with the white line, went into that corner.
Down into the pits, Daniel.
Lap. This is going to be interesting. I'm going to enjoy it. Yep, Ricciardo's on ultras. And Perez continues. We're going deep into this race now. Because ideally, the plan is that we'll have fresher tyres we come out compared to the field. The rest of the field will pit round about lap 40. And on for another 8 laps further. I'm risking every chocolate biscuit. Actually extended our we had over Ricardo to 4.1. And we do a 1 minute 8.8, 3 tenths quicker than what Raikkonen went. Very nice. And Perez is in the pit, so we lead now. Has a nice gaggle of cars there heading out of turn 1. I think Ricardo's tyres have fully got up to temperature yet, but like I say, not doing bad at the minute, are we? Pretty certain I've got another set of super softs, so I will have to check that actually. Be gutted if I don't. Mix once again. Just have a quick look, see what you're saying. I know, man. I know you've got your own streams to do and whatnot, and I do love that you've grown yourself and you've done what you've had to do. So really amazing. And there we go, another new fastest lap on 8.7. The lads behind me quicker. That's kind of frightening. Vettel does a 1.8.3, so he's 4 tenths quicker. To be honest, that was the gap between me and Raikkonen qualifying. We were on the same tyre, so the fact that I'm on and he only went 4 tenths quicker than me isn't that bad when you think about it. I said this is actually the first time this season that we've led this long. Hopefully we can actually make something of this season. I mean, like I said, if we stay at Red Bull, then you know, that would be great. If not, we move on to pastures new. I mean, like I said, we've won the championship with this. I'm number 1 on my car. The career is done. We've won a championship. Ideally, I'd like, but at the same time, I want to drive for other teams as well, as we've improved to a 1.8.6. Vettel do 1.82. Ooh, he goes. Oh, he's kept it again. He's kept it to 4 tenths of a second. So that Ferrari looking very quick right now. I wonder what lap times Ricardo's doing though, because obviously I can't tell what he's doing. I mean, I'm hoping. Oh no, Vettel's passed him. Vettel's passed Ricardo. Never mind about that. Let's forget I was even thinking about that. The Red Bull 1-2 is no more. Vettel has been dealt with. Well, has dealt with the. I'm hoping that we'll see a tire degradation on that Ferrari, but I don't think you really see that on these games. I mean, we get tire wear, yeah, but you don't really see it on the AI, do you? I mean, you see their back end step out through corners. That's about it. You don't really see like the drop off in pace. Horrible at 1.9.2. As Vettel does a 1.7.7. Oh, what's happened? What's happened? Sebastian Vettel! Sebastian Vettel is out of this Grand Prix! I was right on board, guys. I saw yellow flags, and that is a huge let-off. You can tell he's got issues. He's got the car was unstable. I think that's a brake failure. Something. We'll have a look again. You see it as he goes over the line. Watch. You just see him slightly jink a little bit. There. The problem. Sebastian Mammoth lap time of a 1.7. retires this Grand Prix. Such a shame. And his championship to be bring out a safety car. I think it will. Man, he was chasing us like anything, and to be honest, I've got to be, it would have been right on us. It would have been really difficult to win this Grand Prix. No, I knew Kimi Raikkonen. I thought, to be honest, if any Ferrari was going to retire from this race, judging from the pace from earlier, I thought it would have been Kimi Raikkonen. The fact that it's Sebastian Vettel, maybe both Ferraris are having problems. Please tell me that's not Ricciardo. Please tell me that's not Ricciardo. It is. Ricciardo on the same lap is out of the Grand Prix. Ricciardo's car, that looks like a complete shutdown. Yeah, oh, okay, that was a bit violent. And the dream of the Red Bull 1-2 is definitely over now. 2 retirements on 1 lap. Well, this race has got interesting. 2 big names out of this Grand Prix. Daniel Ricciardo and Sebastian Vettel on the same lap. 2 of our challengers have been taken away from us, and we now have a huge gap to Ocon. We have an 11.2 second gap over Ocon. 14 seconds to Kimi Raikkonen. What has happened to Raikkonen in this race? Surprised that we didn't get a VSC or anything or a safety car for those, because obviously, you know, if a car lost control throughout that fast section where Ricciardo went off, then it would have been a nasty incident. So to be fair, the VSC should have at least been called in for there.
Looks like Daniel's got a problem. He's out the race.
So I'm now carrying the flag for Red Bull. Ah, damn. Absolutely gutted. So we chase up to Marcus Ericsson now. The gap between myself and Ocon is 12 seconds. We're pulling away from him quite nicely. The gap is 14.6 to Raikkonen, so we're pulling away from Raikkonen as well, actually. And we get DRS from Marcus Ericsson. Thank you very much. Ericsson, clearly, on this game anyway, is the cucumber. All we need to do now is just bring it home, not take any unnecessary risks. Can't believe that though, on the same lap, Vettel, after setting a 1 minute 7.7, you know, he just passed my teammate, he was coming after me. And then Ricciardo, a few corners later, from 2nd and 3rd, just dropped out of this race like anything. Such a shame. Bit of a cheeky corner cut there, but never mind. Oh, I said to myself I'd never use that phrase. It annoys me. Why did I say it? That's it. Ideally, we should have this race in the bag. Saying that on lap 28 out 71, not even halfway distance yet, I'm saying that. I said the upgrades clearly have worked. I did say earlier in the race that the Red Bulls can be vulnerable to retirement. My prediction is right. Daniel Ricciardo out of this race from P2. We've set a new personal best of 1 minute 8.5. 8/10 of a second off the fastest lap time that Vettel did before he retired. Actually, literally right before he retired. He literally went over the line and died. So car's getting nice and light as well now. The fuel is reaching the 1 lap mark, which is good. And so we'll get it into the red and then we'll just build it back up again. Crap, bit wide there. What the dirty air there of Pascal, bloody hell. Just got to make sure now we stay out of trouble. We don't like get taken out by back markers. You know how easy it is to do. They'll sometimes hug the apex and you'll just end up smashing into the back of them. It's so easy to do. Oh, see once again, right there in the dirty air. They're both going to get out of the way. Well, Verline does, Stroll doesn't. I'm going to keep it in standard whilst I'm chasing these guys. I don't want to end up like missing my braking point and having to slam into the back of them. Go on, Lance. Pull over. All over. There we go. And we get DRS as well. So, top 3. I lead the Austrian Grand Prix, the home of Red Bull. The A1 ring as it used to be known back in the day. Ocon, superb second place at the minute. But Raikkonen, third in the Ferrari. Really thought a circuit like this would suit the Mercedes team. I have no idea what's happened to them in this race. Bottas was 4th at one point, that's about it. Lap 31 out of 71, 40 laps to go of this Austrian Grand Prix, and to be honest, it's been a really good one. We basically had to defend from Ricciardo for a long time, and just as it was looking like we were going to have to defend from Vettel, he retires, and then just as I think, right, okay, so it's left to me and Ricciardo, he retires on that very same lap, leaving us with over a 10-second gap on Ocon, who's currently now second. I'll tell you what's interesting as well, this is going to be, I've got a huge gap to play with now. Like I said, they can get the undercut all they want, because I'm now 14 seconds in front, and Perez has now passed Kimi Raikkonen. We set a new personal best of 1:85. So the Force India 2-3. Of course, again, Force India, a team that I'd love to drive for. You know, if they're prepared to offer me a drive, I would take it. So far, guys, so I mean, of course, we're in Season 7 now. So, this is what's happened over the course of this career mode. We spent 2 years at Sauber, which yielded 1 podium. We scored 24 points in Season 1, and then I think we scored 64 points in Season 2. We spent half a year at Toro Rosso, which yielded 1 win in Canada. Spent the second half of the year at Haas, which yielded a win in Monza. We ended up coming in 6th in the championship that year. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, we've lost it completely there. I'll lose a few seconds there. Excuse me about that. Bridge rings. Cars in the pits. Ocon's in the pits. Interesting. Yeah, so we spent half a season at Toro for season 3, and then half a season at Haas. That season we got 2 wins, 1 at each team. We then moved to Williams for season 4, which yielded a win in Canada. We spent half of season 5 at Williams, which yielded a win in Canada. We spent the second half of that season at McLaren because the new patch had come out, which made McLaren competitive, and I thought now was the chance to join them. And to be honest, it was fun. I probably could have got a win in Monza with McLaren, but unfortunately I bottled it, making a move on Hamilton into Parabolica, and I absolutely lost control and smashed off my front wing. I think there was another incident, but I think that was with Red Bull. I can't remember. It was with someone. It was either with Williams or with Red Bull, where I had the chance to win and I got absolutely screwed over. No, it was with Williams. I had a chance of winning the Italian Grand Prix there, and Massa screwed me over by pitting right in front of me. So I tried going on and made the stupid decision on a drying track to try and get the tyres to the end. It just didn't work, and I think in the end I came home in 6th, which is very disappointing.
The gap behind us is 17.1 seconds.
And then of course season 6 we moved to Red Bull. And we got our first win in China, I believe? No, we didn't. No, we could have won in Australia, but we got took out by Sergio Perez. We maybe could have won in China, but we got outdone on strategy, which, to be fair, you know, when that happens, it's just the luck of the draw. And then I think it was China actually where we got. Oh no, it wasn't China. It wasn't China. It wasn't Bahrain either. But like I said, we won about 6 or 7 Grand Prix that year to win the championship by 5 points. Now, the thing is, after the halfway point of the year, when we got to the flyaways, basically after Singapore, every race was a struggle, and we basically just had to defend for our lives because we were struggling to match Mercedes, let alone Ferrari. Ferrari was just completely gone in the majority of the races. But due to mishaps and whatnot, we were able to be consistent, come home, score the points we need, and I think thanks to Kimi Raikkonen having a mess up in Abu Dhabi, we came home in second place and took the championship. This season, however, Ferrari have continued the development. Basically, Ferrari on the aerodynamic side of things have been absolutely upgrading that bit by bit, and they are now so dominant, it's unreal. So this season has been a huge struggle. And so we've been flicking between engine and chassis. We are now flicking between chassis and aerodynamics. I think I'm due an upgrade though in the next race. Bit wide there, but we're okay. 17.2 seconds a gap to Perez. So there's Hamilton. So Hamilton has made his presence known, but don't forget, it's only because Raikkonen and Ocon have pitted. So they're on an aggressive strategy. Oh, something's happened up ahead. Someone else pulling out of this race, it looks like it. It is...
Safety car. No overtaking. Reduce your pace. Keep
Oh, safety car. Oh, this is interesting.
To an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan
Let's have a look. Let's do that. So we're going to pit. We're going to do 2 sets of ultras. We're going to be nice and quick. Oh, we've been held up.
A? Go now.
Okay, that's not good. Let's go and lean now. Hamilton's coming up. Just make sure he doesn't get ahead. There is Lewis, so we come out in front of him. Perez onto the super softs. There's the safety car.
Approaching the safety car. You're leading, so don't pass it. Stay behind the safety
Right.
car.
Seeing I was due to pit in like 11 laps, I didn't feel it necessary to stay out. I do think this is probably the right strategy. Surprised that Hamilton hasn't pitted. And I'd say that there are going to be cars that are going to have much fresher tyres than Lewis. Lewis is going to struggle off this restart. The only thing that's going to save him is that Mercedes engine. But Van Dorn out of the race. So out of this race now we've got Sebastian Vettel, Daniel Ricciardo and Stoffel Van Dorn. Ocon now up to P3. We only pitted a couple laps ago. So the race is resetting itself. So when are we due to pit? Lap 54. Lap 54? That makes no sense. $54. 64. Oh, I guess it does because I did 19 laps on the first set we did. So what's that? You've got to think about it. 54, 64, then 17 laps. Yeah, that's fine. We can do that.
We're coming up to the safety car now. Do not pass it.
Never saw
You
that.
are the leader.
Look at it,
Follow
chat
the
there.
safety car.
Hamilton is going to be a sitting duck. There's no rain forecast for this Grand Prix, so like I say, I feel like we've got the pace, definitely, to be competitive here. That was weird. Instead stay behind all the guys that had retired. Game? They retired. I can't do that. Look at that, we're all behind. We're all behind one another. Whole field, there's like no one playing catch up or anything like that. So, literally, I mean, of course there's lapped cars involved as well, so they're going to have a little part to play. But, literally, the whole race is reset for this second half of this Grand Prix, and I for one cannot wait to see what it will yield. Will we maintain the pace that we had beforehand? Ooh, fuel's gone up quite nicely behind the safety car, so we can start using rich mix again in the first sector. I like to do that. I like to do it. I like to do that. I like to do that. I like to do that. Sorry about that, guys. Right, safety car in this lap. We become the safety car.
Restart. Keep it steady until the safety car has reached the pit lane.
Lap 40 out of 71. It'll be lap 41, so 30 laps to go of this Austrian Grand Prix. And away we go! Oh god, we've hit the bloody barrier. Okay, so I've lost the lead. Oh, not the barrier. Oh my god, there's a bloody Haas overtaking me. What are you doing? What are you doing? But I hit the bump. Oh my god. Not what we want, but that's not the ideal restart we wanted. Hamilton now leads the Austrian Grand Prix, but we are on much fresher tyres, so we should easily reel him back in. Bit of an embarrassment there, but these things happen. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. I'll be gutted if I've lost this now due to a little mistake like that. Let's just get back into the groove now. Let's catch Hamilton, get that lead back. And so he'll be pitting in a few laps' time, surely.
Fuel target is +1. Faster engine modes are available.
We're actually on ultra softs now as well, so we'll actually have a chance to get that fastest lap off Vettel, even though Vettel's out of this Grand Prix. Right, okay, we're going to have a little look into turn 1. Definitely thought about it. Not quick enough to do so. Hamilton losing the back end. You just saw it snake out a little bit, so Hamilton is struggling with grip. So we're going to nail him into turn 2 as Hamilton goes defensive. Go up the inside. Nice and late on the brakes, force him wide. Easy move. And we lead once again after our little mistake. So can we get to that sort of level that Vettel was at? I mean, that 1:77 was a huge lap from him right before he retired. Very hesitant there. Very hesitant from us as Hamilton pits.
DRS has been enabled.
So we do a 1:79, so we have got the ability to get to the 1:7s. And if we hadn't messed up the final corner, we may have indeed got the fastest lap of the race. So, Ocon second, Raikkonen third. I guess it could be Perez in fourth, who pitted same time as me. Let's say I reckon everyone, apart from Lewis Hamilton, will have to pit again. The only problem is Hamilton finds himself a long way behind. So we've got everything to do now. The gap is 2.1 between ourselves and Ocon. Rich mix. New fastest lap, 1:7.5. Very happy with that. Do love this track. How tight it is. How nice and flowing it is through the corners. Raikkonen's passed Ocon. Ocon's fighting him back. Interesting. Raikkonen's wanting to basically become, well, he needs to do Ferrari a huge favour and get that second place, which he has done. Oh, we got fastest final sector. Definitely doing everything right there. Gap is 4.1 to Kimi Räikkönen. Can we maintain this pace? So we're pitting on lap 54, which is good. Oh, hang on. What are you doing? Sorry, the stream's just playing up a little bit. It's a network error there, so hopefully it's not ballsed up. If not, then I'll just switch to my phone. Just give us a second, guys. Not what you want when you're trying to focus on a Grand Prix. At the end of the day, I just want to make sure you guys can see what I can see. There we go. Stop. Anyway, let's stop that. Let's crack on with this Grand Prix. Oh, that's interesting. Perez is on super softs. Okay, this is a total curveball. Perez on super soft tyres. Right, we need to just keep building this gap now. Perez has got past Ocon as we set a new fastest lap of 17.4. Gap is 4.7 between ourselves and Räikkönen.
Increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 per lap.
I mean, maybe I should have put on the super softs. I shot myself in the foot here. I mean, we're going to have to pace over Perez. We make our pit stop in 8 laps time. But in the meantime, we need to build a huge gap because Perez has to close and fight Räikkönen. Hopefully, they'll hold each other up. By taking lines like that, we'll be doing ourselves any favours there. Rich mix down the main straight. So like two Force Indias are actually battling each other.
Okay, the gap behind is
5.6, so we're pulling away nicely, which is good. Yep, the two Force Indias are fighting, the gap's increased to 8.4 seconds, not what VJ Malia wants to see. Oh, someone out? Or someone got a puncture? Yellow flags, something's happened. Ocon's back up to P3. Oh, don't tell me him and Perez came together. I'll certainly find out when I get round. Oh, has Perez got a puncture? Whoever it is, he's up to full speed. Nope, he's not. I could bring out a VSE.
yellow flag.
It's 6.4. Who is this? Oh no. Oh, it's Verline, it's Verline, it's okay. It's no one important.
Green flag.
Green flag racing once again as we get to 6.7 seconds the gap. So we're doing everything we need to do at the minute. We know we've got the pace over Räikkönen. We know we've got the pace over Ocon. Only difference is his teammate, Sergio Perez, is on the more durable tyre. Something I did not consider. I've definitely made the wrong call in jumping onto the Ultra Softs. When the safety car came out due to Stoffel van Dorn's retirement. However, we're building that gap up quite nicely, actually. Like I said, we're doing about 17 laps on the Ultra Softs. So hopefully, when we pit, Perez will only be about 8 seconds up the road. There's Verline. Let's just take it easy, take it easy. There we go. Had to probably lost a lot of time there. We would have lost a bit of time there. Oh crap, we was in Rich Mix as well. Don't want to use Rich Mix around there. So we're basically doing a Vettel here. 9.8 the gap now. Ocon's pitted. Okay, that's interesting. Ocon has pitted. Now with Perez having clear air, will he start closing down that gap? Will he actually start lapping faster than us? Oh no, Raikkonen's pitted as well actually, so we've got an 11.6 second gap over Perez. So now we have a direct comparison to the sort of gap that we need over Perez. Grosjean up into P3. Nice one, Roman, the French baguette himself, as a certain YouTuber would call him. Trying to work. I mean, French, yeah. I get that. Baguette? So many things in France you could have called him. I don't know. To be fair, I kind of like the French baguette, so I'll let him have that one. Okay guys, 20 laps left remaining of this Grand Prix. We are pitting in 3 laps time at the end of lap 54. He had a bit of a sluggish start. He started second, Raikkonen got in front of us. Ricciardo, well, right, he was already ahead of us. Ricciardo challenged us into turn 1, actually got ahead and we nailed him. So we were side by side heading into turn 2. It is turn 2, I don't care what anyone says. And then we basically set off after Raikkonen. We didn't pass him until lap 8. So it took us a while, but we got past him. And basically we carried on until lap 19, which was our first pit stop, and we put on the super softs, which was okay. You know, it was what we were planning to do. Was planning to do super soft, and yeah. Ricciardo and Vettel went on to the Ultras, so I knew they were going to catch me. However, what we had was Vettel passed Ricciardo and then set off after me, and he set a blistering lap of 1 minute 7.7, and then immediately retired. And on that same lap, Daniel Ricciardo retired as well. Both cars with car problems, so such a shame. Such a shame that those things happen. But Formula 1, you know. I remember watching the 97 Austrian Grand Prix, funnily enough, racing around Austria, and one Prost was leading. It showed a picture of one going off, and then about a lap later it showed the other one with its engine blowing up. So these things can happen. On this, What am I doing? Oh my god, why have I done that? I wasn't meant to be pitting until lap 54. I'm talking about pit stops.
Go, go, go.
2 seconds. It's not too bad.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish
It's
the
not
race
too
with
bad
this car.
because, like I said, we know we can get these tyres to the end. Okay, so I cannot worry us too much, but I would have liked to have had fresher tyres. But there's Perez up the road. Can't believe I did that. Just totally talking and then thinking, oh, I need to pit. Ah, dear. Can't believe I actually duped myself into thinking I needed to pit. I say Grosjean third at the minute, doing an amazing job for Haas. I really want this win, just simply because I've not had a win yet this season. Well, no, I had a win in Canada. No, I retired in Canada, didn't I? Oh, I need to look that up actually, because obviously I've had long periods between playing this game. I need to figure that out, what happened in Canada. I'm sure I retired somewhere. Well, if it's going to be my second win of the season, then I say I'll be happy that it will come at the our home Grand Prix. Like I say, we've still got quite a while to go in this race yet, so nothing is for certain. I cannot take anything for granted. Perez still has to pit, or does he? I don't know actually. We've still got Raikkonen and Ocon to come after us. Like I say, I'm pretty certain we'll be okay on regarding tyre wears towards the end of the race. We set a new fastest lap on 1:07.0. There's Sergio Perez now. He's been on these tyres for about 14 laps now, maybe? Force India have had an amazing weekend. Ocon doing really well. Was battling with Raikkonen for a while. One moment it looked like Ocon was actually going to beat Raikkonen, but Raikkonen seems to have upped his pace. So we've still got to figure out where Hamilton is as well, because obviously everyone else had to pit. I don't think Hamilton did, so pitted after the safety car went in, about 2 laps after the safety car. Do they do fastest lap from us? No. No need to run him rich while we're behind Perez. So we give that corner a nice little chip with our lawnmower. Dive bombing, absolutely no point when we're on much fresher tyres. We know we can nail him at some point in this lap. No point just absolutely throwing it into a corner, hoping for the best. Just get up right behind him and nail him. I'll go wisely about this. Is he going to think about pitting? Got a lift anyway, don't want to... Here we go, rich mix, there we go. We'll get him here. Oh! Oh, he's collected us! We've lost our front wing! Oh my god. Whose fault was that? I mean, did I come over? This has happened before. Oh, I can't believe this has happened. Oh, I did. I came over. Oh, I can't believe I've done this. I've literally bottled this to the highest possible order, and I'm gonna have to throw bloody super softs on. Let's keep it in standard. We haven't got any ultra softs left, so it's gonna have to be super soft tyres, I'm afraid. Wish there was a way you could say keep the tyres on. Lean actually.
Please, we need to get you on new tyres and move on to a different strategy.
Yeah, please change my front wing. Oh dear, it was looking good for so long, and then just one little mistake, and that's all it takes, and I'm not using a flashback for that. I normally use flashbacks for penalties only, but at some point I will break out the habit of doing even that. So we try... So we're going to let these guys through, absolutely no point in fighting them. Hamilton actually doing a really good job. Oh, we've actually took Hamilton with us. Probably giving him a bit of wing damage as well, I do apologise. Oh, dearie me.
Complete, go now.
Right. Just been passed for 10th by Jolly and Palmer. Right. Come on, right in front of Danny Kvyat. It's basically a recovery job now for the next 13 laps. Wind's gone. I have thrown that one away. Ooh, hello, someone got a puncture. Felipe Massa out of the race. Please bring out a safety car. Please bring out a safety car.
Okay, clear.
So we move up into P9. Anything can happen in Formula 1, and it usually does. And our little incident with Perez is certainly one of that. It's our fault. It is our fault. We didn't give Perez enough room. I said take it easy, and then I thought I just got too flustered being stuck behind him, so I put it into rich mix and got alongside him. And as I broke, I turned into him and spun me off anyway. I think Perez has carried on leading this race actually. We chased Jolyon Palmer, who's in 8th place in that Renault. Passing Palmer, first chance I get. I'm angry now, guys. I'm really angry. The problem is there's so much time to close down.
The gap to the car ahead is 7.4 seconds.
I mean, we're lucky not to be out of this race. I mean, we could take the positives from that. But we've led this race for so long, and for an incident like that to happen, it's heartbreaking, especially at the team's home Grand Prix, with Daniel Ricciardo already out of the race. we do in the next 10 laps? That is the question.
The leader is 27.1 seconds.
I mean, the team want us to finish in P3. Don't think that's going to happen. I think Perez has got wing damage because he must be holding them up, surely. Unless it's Hamilton on worn tyres. Like I say, especially with Vettel out of the race, this could have been a perfect chance to, you know, signal our intent for the championship. Really gutted it's gone that way. I'm angry, but I'm angry at myself. Is there time to close down that huge gap? I mean, we could definitely get Hulkenberg, P7, but I don't think we can get anything else from this race. I'm not going to give up and fight until the last whistle, especially for the team. Home racing on.
Our gap to the car in front is 2.8 seconds.
And it's my home race next as well, so even more motivation for the next race.
We're not going to be able to run in this engine mode much longer. We're about a lap over target. Drop down to mix too soon.
And like I said, to be fair, it's been a really good Grand Prix. You know, there's been lots happening. You know, lots of interesting talking points, and then we get involved in a talking point. Really frustrating. I am hoping though that Perez wins this race, because it'd be nice to see, you know, a different team other than Ferrari at the top of the podium this season. I mean, of course, you know, I think we got it in Canada. I think we did win in Canada, but I will double check after this race.
7.6 seconds.
Of course, guys, if you're liking what you see, do hit that follow button so you can see more F1 content on the channel, and subscribe to the YouTube page, which is Raratron89, so you can catch up with the career mode so far. Oh, hello, what's going on? We've got force wide at turn 2. Oh, guys, they're right there. They've lost a lot of time on this lap. We need to deal with Hulkenberg straight away. No faffing around, just get the move done like we did on Palmer. Alright, Rich Mix, there we go. Hulkenberg goes defensive.
Managing your tyres. Manage your tyres.
Will I get the message over the radio saying manage your tyres? Absolutely not. We've got 5-6 laps left of this race. We can see positions up ahead. We just need to keep pushing, pushing, pushing. That's exactly what I'm going to do. rarity. Fucking hell, I got rattled alright, didn't I?
Okay, gap ahead is 7.1 seconds.
Alright, 7.1 seconds. That's Bottas. He's our championship rival as well, so that is even more incentive to close that gap up. Rich mix, here we go. New fastest lap of the race, 1:06.7! What a lap on super soft tyres! Lots of action going on. Romain Grosjean falling down the field now.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
What can we get from this Grand Prix? That is the question on everyone's lips. Not what we needed. It's a costly error there. Come on. You can see them all battling up there. It's Bottas, Ocon, Grosjean, Raikkonen. Is P3 available for grabs? Could very well be. Pushing nice and hard. This has been a good lap so far. So we've got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, come on! I really want this. I really want this. Yeah, I can't believe how much I've closed on them. I think that's Raikkonen up in the distance, getting away from them. There's the 2 Mercedes, I think. Hamilton's tyres have gone off, but Ocon is in P3. That is what I'm aiming for now. Just got to make cheeky move after cheeky move. Oh, Ocon is getting away though. I've only just realised that. Oh, nice move there on Grosjean.
There's 3 laps.
Oh, I was hoping to undercut him. What I am going to do is keep right to the edge, hit the brakes, big contact, pull the through, up into P4. Do we have enough pace in the car to catch up with Ocon? Not anymore. Not after that. Whatever chance we had is gone because of that costly error. comeback race. We made a horrible error. I am devastated with myself for doing that. Once again, Hamilton really has fallen away. I'll tell you what, right. Oh, no. I thought for a minute Raikkonen was right behind Perez. Right, so we haven't got enough time to catch Ocon. We probably needed one more lap. Had we not made that costly error after passing the Mercedes, we may have had a chance of battling Ocon. But it's not to be. Podium today is not to be. Both Force Indias will finish in front of us after a costly error here today. Raikkonen will be second, which means Ferrari will extend their championship lead over us after a race which looks certain to be won by us. Then a little incident with Sergio Perez ruins the race for us. Sergio Perez wins the Austrian Grand Prix. Great win for the Mexican and Force India. We come home in P4.
Take care of the car on the way in.
Could have been the win. I think everyone at Milton Keynes is going to be disappointed with that one. And on my part, I'm just going to say sorry, making that ridiculous move. But Sergio Perez wins the Austrian Grand Prix. Great win again, as I've already said, for the Mexico. Both Force Indias on the podium. That's nice to see. That is nice to see.
Well, I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of that race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way out onto the podium.
It should have been us. It should have been us, but unfortunately, it wasn't to be.
And after this round of the World
Alright guys,
Championship,
so then your
here's how things
classifications
look at the
for this
drivers'
Austrian
table.
Grand
It's a
Prix.
good result
Sergio
for
Perez
Raikkonen,
wins
who
the race from
extends
8th place
his
on the
advantage
grid.
at top of the championship. Now then, Anthony Davidson,
Who's his
who
driver
is
of
your
the day?
driver of the day?
Well, Jolyon Palmer did a great
Julian
job
Palmer of all
today, so my
drivers.
vote goes to him.
Okay, so Kimi Raikkonen second, Ocon third, we fourth. 4 stops in the end. We made, I think we made the wrong decision after the first safety car to, well, after the safety car to put on ultra softs. I think I should have put on the super softs. And then obviously we made the contact with Perez, which knocked off our front wing completely, and we had to pit for another one. I mean, to be fair, we did really well to come back through the field and finish 8.2 seconds behind after running practically a whole lap without a front wing as well. So we did really well there. Absolutely blistering pace from us. Hamilton and Bottas, though, 5th and 6th on a power track. Not exactly one you want to see from the Mercedes guys, but that's where they are. Hulkenberg 7th, Grosjean 8th with a penalty as well, but it seems. Palmer 9th, and Fernando scoring a point for McLaren in 10th, so good drive from him from P15 on the grid. Kvyat 11th, Sainz 12th, Stroll 13th, Magnussen 14th, Ericsson 15th, Verline 16th, Massa 17th with a DNF, Van Dorn out, Ricciardo out, and Vettel out. The standings look like this. Kimi Raikkonen leads the championship now by 33 points. How disappointing is that? If we'd won this race, we could have clawed back some significant points on him, but that hasn't happened. We need to move on from that and just crack on with the next race. We are 13 points behind Sebastian Vettel as well. Obviously no points for Ricciardo today after his retirement. Perez moves on to 116 points after his victory. So Perez looking very threatening to challenge us for that spot for P3. Hamilton and Bottas though, surprised they're only on 89 and 78 points. They have to do better. They really do. No changes further down. Constructors, however, Ferrari now lead Force India by 120 points. They've moved above us, and Mercedes, we obviously moved down to 3rd and 4th respectively. Renault, Haas, McLaren, Williams and Toro complete the point scorers. Sauber, of course, haven't scored a point since I left the team at the end of Season 2. I don't think there's a classic event after this one. What I'm going to do as well, guys, is I think I'll end up getting enough points to do an upgrade, so I'll do that. Let's see. We move on to 1272. Move on to 1290. Like I said, we carry on our rivalry update against Bottas, which is good, but unfortunately, oh dear, we lose ground on Force India. They've absolutely rejected us after that. Whatever chances we had of moving to Force India, I think, have gone after that one. Right, so we're on 1290. What was our next upgrade? What was the next upgrade I wanted, actually? Chassis 16, so aerodynamics I want. That's 15, that's 16. Right, what have we got here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so that's right. That's 15 at the minute, but there's one being developed, so it is the chassis that I want. It is this one. And I can't afford it. I can't afford it. It's not the... We didn't score enough points. Had we completed our objectives, we probably would have done. Which is disappointing, to say the least, but these things happen. Oh well. We'll just move on. While I'm here, I remember to switch over to the column 2 for practice and qualifying. Well, practice, not qualifying. And next weekend, do we get the upgrade? The home of British motorsport. And what could potentially be our last race at Red Bull. Like I say, if it's not, no biggie. We've got the rest of the season to keep developing the car, which I'm really looking forward to if that's the case. Especially closing that gap on Ferrari in the aerodynamics. That has to happen. They've got far too much of a comfortable gap.
Hi, how are you today? The improved package is
Sweet, the new package has arrived. 2 races, 2 upgrades. Okay, so we're now level pegging with Ferrari on the order. Let's have a quick look and see how we're doing. Oh, and also there we go. That's the downforce thing that we got. What was it? It was the front wing end plates that we've got. Look at that. Look at the gap that Ferrari have. It is ridiculous. We have got so much catching up to do. Which hopefully, we can do. I'm looking for. It's going to be a challenge, but we'll do it. Engine department. We are the fastest car in Formula 1 now, which explains our blistering pace around Austria. Williams are the second fastest, but we did that, and ever since then they've been absolutely nowhere. They've been embarrassing, actually. Chassis. We are the best, of course. We are looking to complete another chassis upgrade at the end of the next race. And of course, aerodynamics, Ferrari lead. So there we go, guys. That will bring this stream to an end. Thank you very much for watching. If you've liked what you've seen, do hit that follow button so you can see more F1 races on the channel. Subscribe to the YouTube page, which is Ravatron89, so you can catch up with the whole career mode so far. It's basically been 100%. So, like I say, you know, it's been challenging. I feel like I've gotten maturer as a driver as the season's gone on. You know, less and less flashbacks have been used. Not, you know, barring Monaco. And like I say, it's just been one of them things. Actually, that's a point. I want to see whether I finished first in Canada. What have my positions been so far this season? I did win in Canada, actually. So, there we go. Second, third, fourth, sixth, third, fourth, first, seventh, fourth. To be fair, it's not been as bad a season as I thought. I mean, I obviously would like more wins in there. I mean, it could have had another one in Austria, but, you know, that's another case of what could have been. But there we go, guys. Thank you very much for watching. It's been a pleasure bringing this series back to you. I really enjoyed this one. We'll get Silverstone out again at some point this week. Not sure when, because obviously other things are in the way at the minute. I may start streaming Sea of Thieves, guys, as well to the channel. So do be aware of that. It's a nice little pirate game. Has a lot of pirate roleplay as well, if you're into all that sort of stuff. But like I said, if you're not, don't worry. This is still my main focus. Take care, guys. Enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll see you very soon for the British Grand Prix, the home of motorsport. Take care, guys, and all the best.